Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching. Today we'll be discussing how to have confidence during an interview, and I'll tell you about my interview experience that I've had recently. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is your girl Empress Charm. Yes, why am I dressed like this? Yeah, today I have an interview in a couple of hours. I am a nervous wreck. I have been doing interviews for the past couple of months because I'm ready to get back into the field of work. And I decided that I'll just give you a little idea of what I'll be doing and speak about self-confidence. It's very important that we have self-confidence, and this is what you know drives us, and this is what help us to achieve our goals. Now, I personally do not like interviews, to be honest. I don't know anyone who like, oh yay, hey, I'm ready, let me do. I am gonna have an interview for a job, so I love interviews. Interviews is my favorite, said no one ever. Nobody likes interviews or passionate about interviews, but we do like when we hear good result after an interview. And some of the pointers, a friend of mine sent me an article that she used to get the job that she's in, and she was trying to get me in her field. And I was, as you know, I'm trying to switch careers from teaching to um, any field along the mortgage industry or human resources. So I'm very passionate about helping people or molding minds, but I don't want to continue teaching. So what I want to do is something that will allow me time, family balance, family life balance, and to be able to work and of course contribute to our household income. So I do have an interview today, and one of the things, because most interviews are being done now remotely, depending on the position that you apply for. And one of the things is when you're going to be, it's a Zoom interview. You know, everybody's using Zoom these days, so we all know what Zoom is. But for those who don't, it's a video conferencing where you can talk and see each other via the web. So we'll be discussing how to have confidence on such platform. Now, I personally believe if something is for me, it's meant for me to have it, or if meant for me to be in such capacity, I will get it regardless. But it's always good to give your best foot forward, put your best foot forward. So I make sure that I'll be dressed appropriately. I'll probably wear this jacket, or I'll probably get a different one because yeah, I'm not getting any smaller. So one of the things that you must have is during this conference, you just have to pretend that as if it's in person. So even though you know it's over the web, you have to act as if it's a face-to-face interview. So you have to dress appropriately, get your appearance. You know, make sure that your face is, if you're a man, your face is neatly shaved, and you're a woman, your face is well clear of not excessive makeup, and you know, your hair is neatly tucked. So see, I have a cute little bun here up in one, nothing excessive or elaborate, and you know, no excess jewelry and all of that, and modest clothing, modest colors. And you know, you sit, you smile during the interview, smile a lot. And when they ask, let the interviewer lead the pace, do not take over the interview, let the interviewer take set the pace. And when they're asking questions, you take a minute, if you don't, a couple seconds. If you don't exactly know how to answer, you can ask them to repeat it, and during the time they're repeating it, use that time to prepare your answer and be truthful. The thing about it is people can see through fakeness. If you're not real, then no one will take you seriously. And they have, interviewers have this technique that they know how to know if someone is being genuine or confident. So do not go over the top and try to be all about yourself. Do not sound too conceited. Be sure to establish your achievements in the past, your great accomplishment, something somewhere where you've had a bad experience and you were able to overcome it without causing contention. Like for example, they'll ask, one of the questions they often ask in the interview that I have done are, what explain one situation where you had a conflict and how it was dealt with, and without of course offending anyone. And I did explain that a scenario that in a previous place of work. You do that confidently, and they'll know, because if you're stuttering and you're all over the place, then they know that it's probably something that you're fabricating. Do not do that. Also, after they're finished asking the question, they'll ask you if you have any questions. Prior to the first few months, the last few months when I've been working, interviewing, my friend sent me an article and tells me that no, make sure that you always ask questions. Oftentimes I'll be like, no, I'm good, thank you. I appreciate your consideration and having interviewed me, but you should ask questions. If it's even about the company, where do they see themselves in the next 5 years, what make them stand out, and compliment them, tell them why you think you'd like to work with them because of the certain things that they listed, why that makes them stand out. So believe in yourself. I know it's hard, and want to have a job where we are comfortable and we love. That's one of the things I love. Teaching is forever my first baby. I will always love teaching, but there's a time when you have to move on. I used to feel guilty each time I tried to leave the profession, but deep down when it's time to move on, and it always have a way of leading you back. So I may not teach in the future, but I'll be in such capacity, maybe a corporate trainer. You never know, but either way, I plan to do something where I can utilize my skills. So it doesn't necessarily have to be what you've been doing all along. It's always okay to have a career change. Just exude that confidence that you believe in yourself, and put your best foot forward. When they ask you a question, answer truthfully. If you're not clear, ask them to repeat, and then answer your question. Act as if you're in the interview. Obviously, you can't shake hands after the end of the interview, but close, thanking them for interviewing you, thanking them for their time, and you look forward to hearing from them. If they ask them any questions, when will you hear the if you get the position, and you know research on the position that you're applying for as well. Make sure that you know exactly what your roles and responsibilities will be, and in the event they're asking you questions regarding those roles, make sure that you can explain why you'll be best fit for that role, and how you will be able to execute those duties successfully. If it's something that you've never done before, for me, I'm trying to go into a field that I've never done before, so they'll provide training. But if it's a field that you've never been in, you'd want to explain to them that you have the transfer skills. As for me, I am able to master new skills easily, so that's one of the things that I will tell them. That's one of my strengths, so I learn things quickly, and I'm willing to learn and do the training, even if it's not paid, of course. But I do want the but those are some of the things that you have to employ when you're trying to apply for a job, especially now when the job market is scarce, and you're competing, you're just one of 1,000 people applying for the same position. So it's very competitive. It can be very discouraging. That's why I want to speak to you about believing in yourself. You can do it, even when a million people is applying for the one job. But if it's yours, I strongly believe that you will get it. Just put your best foot forward. I've had interviews where I believe I was the best candidate, and they were like 300 person for the one position applying, and I didn't get it. But the person who got it is someone that I know, and she turned out to be perfect for the job. So sometimes it may seem as if it's not yours, nothing is going right. You're doing interviews, you want to work, and you're doing interviews after interviews after interviews, and nothing is forthcoming. You're not hearing anything. You'll hear 100 no, as a friend said to me recently, and eventually you'll hear your one yes. So hopefully today will be the day I hear my one yes, and I'll let you know how the interview go. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know if you've done an interview recently. How did it go? What are some of the pointers that you used that made it successful? If you did not get the job, please do not feel discouraged. It just means that there's something better being prepared for you. So that's a note to myself, by the way. I'm just trying to feel extra confident as well and explaining to you how I do these interviews confidently. So I know I'll hear my yes soon, and I'll let you know when I do. So please like, share, and comment below. Let me know what you think, and thank you for watching. Good one.